Hello, welcome back. I have some empties today. My original plan was to do a kind of year-end fourth quarter empties, but after 2 months in, I can't stand holding on to what is basically trash. So I am going to do a quick summary of the empties that I have. So first up, I'll start with, these are non-green, non-cruelty-free items. I have a Nature brightening mask. I also have a Glam Glow, it's an eye mask. I have two items from Dermalogica. This is the much touted CE Ferulic, which I really liked, but I'm going to try to find a natural, organic, and cruelty-free vitamin C CE Ferulic if I can. This was also a sample of the Dermalogica AGE Moisturizer, or Age Interrupt Moisturizer. I liked it. It had a slight chemical floral scent, so it would be a no-go for me even if I were buying brands that weren't cruelty-free and or weren't natural. And speaking of chemical and not cruelty-free, this Clinique, this was that adjustable serum that could read what your skin needed and adjust accordingly. Apparently my skin needed to break out. One last non-green, non-cruelty-free item is Bosha. This was that oil cleansing gel. I didn't particularly like the consistency. I mean, actually it was okay, but what I absolutely loathed was the scent. It has a rose scent, which I'm not a fan of to begin with, but this was a chemical rose. So, oof. This is the Rejuvenating and Relax Bath Salt from the company by Neves. I don't know if it was just my sample or if this is the scent normally, but this was kind of disappointing. It had a slightly stale, slightly fishy smell. Not something I'd really like to be bathing in. However, I did enjoy bathing in my Everyday Shea Lavender Body Wash, as well as the full size of, I think this is the Vanilla Mint. I would definitely repurchase Everyday Shea, but I've started making my own body wash, and I'll let you know how that goes. I also have a sample of, it's pink guava and something, grapefruit maybe, by Shea Terra Organics. It's a hair and body oil. I really loved the scent of this. But a fruit scent isn't really high on my list, but that was really lovely. It was very fresh, very invigorating. And I think that's the difference between a brand that uses essential oils versus a brand that uses chemical fragrance. I also have some skincare here. These were all samples. These were a cranberry, they're Triad Pads. So basically they're cranberry face wash and toner all in one. I have the Sunday Riley Cashmere SPF 30, which I really liked, and I think one of the reasons the color seeped in so quickly and the contents had a lot of slip is I think there might be a silicone in this. So that certainly helps. Unlike all of these natural samples, which don't have silicone, so they show up very white. They take a long time to kind of absorb into the skin, if at all. I still show a white cast, and I'm quite fair. But I used two of the Aubrey Organics body SPF. It's supposed to be face and body. I might do body, but even then. I had a Goddess Gardens Organics Sunny Face SPF 30 and a Goddess Gardens Sunny Kids SPF 30, which I used for body. All of the Goddess Gardens stuff was quite nice, but again, I prefer something that kind of blends in a little bit faster, and I'm still kind of on the hunt for that. Also, I have finished up Dr. Singa's Mustard Bath. And I really like this. Kind of weirdly stinky, but in an earthy kind of way. So I don't mind a little bit of earthy stink. I don't like stale stink. I don't like chemical stink or floral stink or chemical floral stink. I have an Acure body lotion. It's the firming. This kind of has a lemongrass scent and very lovely. I have another Acure body lotion, which was the ultra hydrating, and I think this was fragrance free, and I really liked both of them. So that could be a repurchase for me come springtime. For the winter, there is a local Pittsburgh-based company that produces body butters that I just love, and that's what I'll be using. Speaking of local companies, I used a lip balm from a company called Stink Bug Naturals, which is from Wexford, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Pittsburgh. I also used a hair treatment from Carol's Daughter. It's the Manoy. Very floral, kind of jasmine-y, and I used it because I felt guilty, and it had kind of been sitting around, and I'm on this, I was on a no-buy, use up my samples for a month or two, so I stuck to it with some regret. Okay, last couple of items here. Skincare, moisturizer type stuff. I went through a bottle of the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer with an SPF of 47. This sinks in very nicely and doesn't have a cast. I think this might have a silicone or something to help it absorb, but it doesn't have quite as much slip as the Sunday Riley, so I think it actually has less silicone. A cleanser. This is a one-step camellia cleanser from a company called Yoshi Yamamoto. And it's comparable to the Tatcha Camellia cleanser. I think the Tatcha emulsifies just a bit better, but the ingredients in this one may be better, so that might explain why it doesn't emulsify quite as well. I also used this Eminence Organics Bamboo Firming Fluid. This is supposed to be anti-aging retinol type of treatment. And last but not least, I have some items that I used up from R.L. Linden and Company. I ordered, I think it was 4 samples, and then I also bought the limited edition autumn box, and I'm very pleased with pretty much everything that I've tried. They have a toner, which is the 1000 Petals, I think it is. And this has a light rose scent, but I think because they're using hydrosol, it's not as intense, and it didn't bother me at all. In fact, I really loved this. So this is on a to-purchase wish list for me for the future. Their deodorant spray, which is close to me. 2 samples of Time After Time, which is a frankincense and some other oils mixed together. So it's supposed to be a nighttime treatment, anti-aging nighttime treatment, and I really loved it. One other thing I used up was a tea that I got, either in the box or in the sample packs, and I really liked it. There you have it, a fairly quick trip through my trash. All of my empties for October and November. I honestly don't know that I will save my empties for December. I've been on a bit of a tear in terms of purging and downsizing. I think that keeping empties, trash, will probably drive me bonkers. But at any rate, I am really happy that you watched, and I will see you again soon. Bye.